Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And it's Richmond to start out. Outside Gasol. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Back to Gasol. Here's McGrady. Nedelicki with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Simons against Goodrich. Rebounded by Richmond. McGrady outside. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. McGrady's got the first points up on the board for Richmond. Knocks it loose. Gasol with the steal. Here's Simons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Simons shows off that soft touch inside.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Out left to the wing. Here's Gasol. Charity stripe shot. A shot by McGrady, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Thomas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time
to review.
The previous play is under review.
What constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Slow motion replays. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. They get it again. Outside for Gasol. Pass to McGrady. Griffin. Back to Gasol. McGrady against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McGrady's got 6 points.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Edwards against Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Grant Hill.
Bounce pass, Jack. Here's Goodrich. Offline with his 3. And he dunks it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Richmond ahead. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's Charles. Rebounded by Richmond. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's McGrady. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Inside, Griffin with the steal. McGrady against Edwards. And that one's good. McGrady.
You got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Edwards inside. Edwards defending. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist from Edwards.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Richmond leading by 12. Gasol passes to McGrady. Misses the 3. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Charles, no good. So it's Richmond now to the paint. And that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 14.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Richmond leading by 14. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The visitors on defense. Divac, the pass to McGrady. Nailed from three-point land. 17 points in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
McGrady's gotten 3 baskets in 7 attempts from long range. Pass to Nedolicki. And here is Hill. For the 3. Rebounded by Richmond. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's McGrady. Nedolicki with the rebound. Simons against Hill. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's McGrady. Pass to Simons. Here's McGrady from deep. Another 3 for Richmond.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And so it's Richmond closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Here's Simons. Divac with it. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6.
Great defense, and this is what many people are saying. Anthony Edwards may be the best two-way player in the league.
And they get it back. Here's McGrady. Stolen away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Thomas. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Making a big-time effort defensively. That's a great block.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Left side, Edwards. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Ball goes to the away team.
.90 seconds now into the second half.
And for Westbrook, it's all about staying engaged on defense, using that athleticism and length to pester shooters.
One of the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
Goodrich dishes to Edwards. Here's Thomas. Divac with the block. Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 6.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Outside Edwards. Thomas sets a screen for Edwards. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Nevelicki. Guarded by Garnett. Here's Goodrich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Up top, Edwards. McDaniel's defending. Thomas, no luck. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stuck. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so it's Richmond with a massive lead of 30. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here is Edwards. Now Divac. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by Thomas. Here's Nedelicki. Guarded by Garnett. Pass to Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And here's Westbrook. Divac, the pass to Edwards. Thomas grabs the rebound. Thomas, a screen on Edwards. Divac grabs the board. And it's Richmond's ball. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Edwards gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. To the inside. Rebounded by Richmond.
2 minutes.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Baseline J on the way, and it comes off the front of the rim. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance to succeed.
The shot's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's McDaniels, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, the defense doing all they can, playing him very physically inside, but he just outworked them.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Nedelicki. There's the screen. Here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup.
47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Tracy McGrady. Home team foul.
First free throw is good.
Russell Westbrook. Second personal foul.
Both free throws good from Goodrich. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's McGrady. Lays it up off the glass.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 31. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
What a presence he's been on the floor tonight. His numbers would make a point guard proud. He's got more assists than you can count, and he's making all the right decisions when the ball is in his hands, whether it's to go it alone or kick it to an open man.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. 32 seconds left in the fourth. From the baseline. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Bogues.
And this is McGrady's specialty. You can't let this guy shake free from the mid-range.
From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Bogues kicks to McGrady. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Allen out there with Cooper. Then there's Askew. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the point guard. And for Richmond, Griffin is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Bogues. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Edwards in at the 3. Now here's Allen. Back to James. Launches a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that one's on the defense. Gave him a little too much of a window there.
Here's Bogues. Here's the 3. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Bogues.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor.
Charles.
Shoots over McDaniel. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The shot by McGrady, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Over in the corner, Allen lets the 3 fly. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
McGrady outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McGrady's got a couple of threes now in the first for Richmond. Allen outside. Back to James. Pass to Charles. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, she was looking for revenge there. Just knocking it down to match their last bucket.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. Three-pointer. They get it back. Outside to Bogues. Fires from deep. A shot by McGrady, no good. McGrady's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Giannis dishes to James. A 3. Buries it from three-point range. James has got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards, that's good.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
And that one's good, James.
Well, you see the play inside. Points in the paint significantly help your team.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. James has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Oh, good with the triple. McGrady's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Charles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
How about those 2 points from her? Goes through contact. Bravo.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Griffin with the steal. Back to McGrady. Over Williams. No good there.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And here's Jackson. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Yep, it counts.
Got the look they wanted, and she's got to be happy to pay it off.
Richmond trails by 3. Here's McGrady. And the 3 off target. McGrady's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. Charles, no good. So it's Richmond now. Pass to Bogues. To the middle. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Charles. Jacks up a three and rebounded by McDaniels. McGrady outside. McDaniels outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 14.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Charles cranes it from beyond the arc.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
McGrady outside. Another three for Richmond.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Sloan shot is off. And here's Bogues. He has yet to score. Edwards, good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Bogues the pass to McDaniels. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
That one's good, and the Richmond lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Charles.
And she's cooking with grease. You love seeing players like her command the ball and take over like this.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Fires away from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Richmond. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Right back after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Askew is out there with James. Then there's Allen. Then there's Cooper. And it's Giannis in its center. Richmond leading by 10. To the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
McGrady's got pretty good numbers from the floor so far, shooting 6 of 13. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Griffin sends it back. Here's McGrady. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
And McGrady drops them both. James with it. He's got 8. Allen outside. And Griffin sends it back.
And how about the timing there? Griffin using that athleticism on the defensive end to block it.
Now, here is McGrady. Drops in the tray. McGrady's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah. To put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
All right.
Richmond. Arnett comes in for Griffin, and Anthony subbed in for Edwards. Richmond on D. Haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for James.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 30, Stephen Curry.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Home team foul. Muggsy Bogues.
So, G8, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
McGrady kicks to Bogues. And here's Anthony for three. Hits the three-point bomb. And Richmond leads by 18.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Here's Curry with the three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his sixth rebound on the night. Now here's Bogues. Guarded closely. The shot by Anthony, no good. Anthony's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Cooper the pass to Curry. Oh, what a stroke from Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
The three from Anthony. Trains it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. James against Bogues. James kicks to Allen. Here's Charles. And here's Anthony for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Richmond closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Edwards against Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Has the pure athleticism. Allen Gets it done inside.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Richmond leading by 18. Anthony in the corner. And the three ball is good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Hill. Takes a three. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Anthony's got 14 points here in the second half.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And it's in there.
The assist, Mike James.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Anthony in the corner. No good from outside. Giannis inside. Guarded by Garnett. Here's Charles. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Richmond leading by 20. Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They lead by 20. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Left side, Edwards. It's back to Hill. To the right side. For three, Westbrook. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Pass to Cooper. Here's Charles, defended by Garnett. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Nice feed to set that up. She's not looking for her own shot. She's looking for the best shot.
And so Hill bring it up for Richmond. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Yeah, Westbrook has always been fearless. If he thinks his shot is there, he doesn't care where he's shooting it from.
Pass to Cooper. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Richmond's ball. For 3, Westbrook. Another 3 for Richmond.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
First personal foul. Second
Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for James. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hill passes to Westbrook. No good on the 3. James against Westbrook. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. So it's Richmond now. It's Westbrook with the drive. And the dunk by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
Now James. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had
Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Here's Plum. Here's Powers. Sinks the triple.
Well, look, you improve your ability to make shots when you step into them with confidence. She just showed that.
Hill dishes to Anthony. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Plum. And the three ball is good.
An extremely accurate shooter. Plum has finished top 5 in the league in three-point shooting. You can't let her get good looks.
Now here is Hill. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. Good, the assist goes to Hill.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Here's Caruso. Parker sets the screen for Caruso. Off target from outside. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Richmond. It's a three-point game. And here's Anthony from the arc. Another three for Richmond.
Good thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 42, James.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Hill. Anthony kicks to Hill. Launches it. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Anthony's got 9 points.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Turkoglu passes to Worthy. Now here's Parker. Shot to stop the run. And Griffin sends it back. Outside Hill. And here's Anthony for three. Another three for Richmond.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Home team foul. Anthony Edwards. First personal foul.
And the first one counts.
Well, as the younger generation would say, Alex Caruso has that dog in him. He's a tenacious player on both sides of the ball and is constantly looking for ways to affect the game.
Now here is Hill. Outside Anthony. Fires the three. Good. The assist goes to Hill. He's got 15.
Well, you know that's the name of the game these days. Hit threes, spread out that defense.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
You got to be crafty to succeed in this league. At 5'9", Thomas is just that, a skilled, savvy point guard.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And here's Anthony for three. Another three for Richmond.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Another three for Richmond.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. They have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Domination in the first. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the
shots by keeping the ball moving.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Teams changing it up here. Richmond on D. On the wing, Harris. Covered by Anthony. Pass to Parker. Harris setting the pick for Parker. Clock at 6. The shot comes out. Richmond leading by 14. Nash outside. The three from Anthony. Good. And the assist goes to Nash. Anthony's got a pair of triples in the second now for Richmond. Nash against Johnson. Worthy the pass to Parker. Rebounded by Richmond.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Anthony. Rebound by Parker. Harris, right side. 1:44 left now here in the second. Simons with the defensive effort. Nash, right side. Outside Anthony. The three. Another three for Richmond.
And Melo is highly explosive. Nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
.127 left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Nash. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the service move.
So smooth. Here's Plum. Harris outside. They need this. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stretch.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. From deep, SGA. They grabbed their own miss. There's the three. And Richmond misses again. On the wing, Worthy. Buries the long-range jumper. Worthy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Nice read by her there, sensing the available perimeter shooter and finding.
Drills it from outside.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
Plum trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's SGA in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Beyond the arc. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Richmond. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Richmond leading by 23. Outside, SGA. Hands it from downtown. He's got 12.
And we've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
Pass to Turkoglu. A three ball. Hits it from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 8th assist in the game.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
Turkoglu outside. Screen by Parker. Plum, that's good.
You could see she wanted that one. Comes right back with the three of her own.
Richmond leading by 23. SGA from outside. Another three for Richmond.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
SGA on the wing. Another three for Richmond.
Well, their coaches love seeing that. Working that ball, playing team basketball.
Pass to Caruso. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Caruso's got 5.
Well, Caruso is a very selective shooter, but he was committed to getting those points back.
SGA's shot is good.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Parker's shot is off. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
In the three-point reply, she said, I could do that as well.
Nash kicks to SGA. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
And that one's good. Parker.
You have to get out to her a little quicker. She's got fast hands and a very quick release.
Nash with it. There's the triple. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
And so it's Richmond. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Richmond.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Outside, SGA. Another three for Richmond.
Well, look, don't dare him to launch it there. He will.
To the wing right side. Plum traps in the tray.
Plum, three-pointer.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, SGA. Turkoglu grabs the board. Here's Plum. Turkoglu passes to Parker. Lays it up off the glass.
And these are high-value shots inside. She's going to make that more often than not.
So it's Richmond now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now here's Nash. For three. And Richmond misses again. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Now Caruso. Turkoglu outside. Gets an open look and hits.
And not a shot you see often from Turkoglu, showing off his skills there.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Yeah, the defense looks helpless to stop him. They got to figure out something different.
And here is Caruso. Going inside. Here's Parker. And it's blocked by SGA. Lets it go with a three. Parker's shot is off. So it's Richmond now. Nash kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Team foul.
Both shots good from the stripe. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Nash. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Nash. Puts up a deep three. Can't connect. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. it.